Well, today is December the 4th, and we just did a lecture on systems of inequalities, word problems. So I wanted to work this one because we didn't get to this one in any one of my classes. So here we go. Hopefully you already read it because it's part of the PowerPoint presentation. So let's just dive straight into it. First things first, we got to decide what's important. So I'm going to highlight these things. Let's see. We are spending money on gifts for the holidays. We need to buy at least 9. And what are we buying? We're buying puzzles. All right. So now we need to create variables. Well, the things that we're buying are the puzzles, and we have 2 different types. So we can't have 2 P's. So what we'll do is we'll create X and Y's, and we'll label them. So the first one is an X, and this one's going to indicate the $8 puzzles. And the next one is the Y, and that's going to be the $12 puzzle. All right, so now we're ready to start creating our equations. Remember, you don't want to mix money with things or things with money, so you want to keep them separate. So let's go ahead and get all the money together. So we got $92 here, $8 here, and $12 here. So we are buying puzzles that cost $8 and $12. Now remember, we used X for the $8 puzzles and Y for the $12 puzzles, and then we're spending a total of $92. Okay, so the equation we want to do is 8X plus 12Y, and then here's that 92. All right, so we need to create an inequality. So let's say she has up to $92 to spend. Well, up to $92 means you could spend all the way up to $92, but she could also spend $40 or $10. So this is going to be the maximum she wants to spend. So it's an inequality of less than or equal to. All right, for the second equation, we're going to go ahead and say we're buying things, and what we want to buy is at least 9 gifts. And what are the gifts? Again, we're buying puzzles. So we're going to do X and Y's. So we have X plus Y, and we want to buy at least 9 of them. So since it's at least, we're going to do a greater than or equal to. All right, we have our inequality, so we're ready to get booking. So let's go ahead and move a few things around in the first inequality so we can go ahead and graph it. So first things first, you want Y by itself. So let's move the 8X over. That gives you 12Y is less than or equal to negative 8X plus 92. All right, divide everything by 12. And remember, always simplify your fractions as much as possible. So we get Y is less than or equal to negative 2/3 X plus 8. All right, we are ready to start graphing. So M is equal to negative 2/3 and B is equal to 8. All right, since B is equal to 8, we're going to go ahead and go to the y-intercept and make our first dot at 8. Since the slope is negative 2/3, that would be down 2 units and right 3 units. Down 2, right 3, down 2, right 3, down 2, right 3, down 2, right 3. All right, since the inequality symbol is inclusive, we want a straight line. By the way, while I'm drawing the line, did you notice there's no negative values? Since there's no way to buy negative puzzles. Therefore, I don't need arrows on both sides of my line. All right, now we need to check our half plane. Okay. And for our half plane, we are going to check 0, 0 since this is not on the line. And we're just going to use the standard equation we started with. Replace X with 0 and Y with 0. simplify as much as possible, and you get 0. Ooh, I put 90 there. And you get 0 is less than or equal to 92, which is a true statement. So since it's true, we're going to shade in this direction. All right, now we're ready to go ahead and do the green equation, which is the second one, which is pretty easy. Just move the y over. Find m and find b. Go ahead and graph 9 first, and now we're going to go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, and keep going until you run out of graph. All right, now for this one, we're going to go ahead and connect it with a straight line, not a dash line, because it is inclusion. And you only have to go from one part to the other, and that's it. Okay, now we need to check to see where this thing is true at. So we need our half plane. And since 0, 0 is not on the green line, we're going to go ahead and check it. And this one's pretty easy. It's because 0 plus 0 is greater than or equal to 9 is 0 greater than or equal to 9, which is false. Since it's obviously false, you're not going to shade toward the 0. You're going to shade away, and you're only interested in where the red lines are at. I'm highlighting them so you can see them. All right, so now we're going to use green lines, and we're going to say everything in this little piece right here is a solution. All right, now the last part of the puzzle asked you, how many puzzles can you buy? Well, we could buy anything in this shaded region that we want. So say, for instance, if I wanted to know, can I buy 9 and 1, which is located at 9 on the X and 1 up, which is right in here? Well, the answer is yes, because it's in the double shaded region. If I wanted to know, can I buy 12 and 1? Well, 12 and 1 is located right here. It's outside the bounded region. Therefore, the answer is no. And lastly, if I wanted to know, can I buy 7 and 2? Well, 7 is here, 2 is 1, 2 right here, so the answer is yes. I hope this video helps. We'll see you tomorrow.